Welcome viewers once again to TV Box Top, the channel for the best reviews in TV boxes and accessories. In today's video, I have a new TV box called the X98 Mini, and this box runs on Android 11 operating system with AV1 decoding on an Amlogic S905W2 CPU on 4GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage. In this review, we take a detailed look into its hardware specs and features, and I'll give you its performance benchmarks and live demonstrations. So stay tuned, that's up next. Welcome back, and the contents of the box are pretty standard. You have the X96 Mini TV box itself. You get one infrared remote control, one HDMI cable, a 5 volts 2 amps DC power adapter, and a user manual. As far as appearance goes, the entire body is made of plastic with the X98 branding illuminated to the top. It has one HDMI port, one Ethernet LAN port, one AV port, one IR extender port, and the DC power input to the rear. It has two USB ports and one SD card reader to the side. At the front, you have an LED power light. And below the box, you have 4 hard plastic feet, cutout holes for wall mounting, and some ventilation holes. So I'll set this up and continue. So I've connected the box, and when you start up, you are greeted with this X98 splash screen. Then you're taken directly to the launcher with a no startup wizard to complete. This launcher has a new layout, one I've never seen before. It has horizontal scrolling panels as its main icons, and they cannot be changed. Below here, you have a shortcut for the settings area, the app section, and they have included the options to change the wallpaper from a selection of preloaded images. This launcher does not have a shortcuts bar, a navigation bar, or notifications bar. With this firmware, you get Android 11 operating system, and here's the firmware build information. You get up to 4K 2160p display at 59.9 Hz. You get HDR display with an HDR always on switch, or you can choose to set it to adaptive display. It has an advanced gaming mode option. You get HDMI CEC options. It has 52 various languages to choose from. And it has surround sound options. There is no root switch, hardware monitor, built-in screen rotation, or Samba server feature. For pre-installed apps, these are what come pre-installed. I see they have included the official version of the Miracast app. They have also included Netflix, the Kodi Media Player, and wireless updates. So to complete my review and for my live demonstrations, I will install some additional apps and continue. So I installed all my apps, and there is one interesting development that I would like to bring to your attention, and that is, out of the box, this firmware is not rooted, as it's shown here by the root checker app. This may be a good thing for those who would like their box not to be rooted. However, if you're looking for root access, they provided that through a firmware update. If you go to wireless update, you will see that there's an update pending granting some apps modification and open root. Once you complete this update and restart the box, you will now have root access. I can't express enough how pleased I am that they decided to give us this option, and for that I give this box and its firmware developer a huge tap on the back for doing this. Now that I've gotten root access, I installed the menu button alternative navigation bar that comes in handy when used with a mouse pointer. All its features are working with the exception of the recent apps feature. This is no fault of the app, as this feature is not available on this firmware, so another update will be needed to fix that. If you would like to learn how to install this navigation bar, see the link to my video tutorial in the description below. And now a look at its system and hardware information. The manufacturer of this box is Droidlogic, and here's the mainboard information. It has 4GB of DDR3 RAM and 32GB of internal storage. The Bluetooth version I assume is 4.0 as it's not listed on the product page. Its CPU, the Amlogic S905W2, is a quad-core Cortex A35 CPU clocked at 1.8 GHz, configured in 32-bit mode with only 32-bit ABI's support, restricting it to only 32-bit applications. Its GPU is the Mali G31 with OpenGL ES version 3.2 support. It has dual-band 2.4 plus 5 GHz Wi-Fi support. The operating system we already know is Android 11, and we have already achieved root access. On the devices, it shows that it has Vulkan support. Under temperature, it idles around 65 degrees Celsius. Under codecs, I can identify decoders such as DTS HD, AV1, HEVC, and VP9 decoding, all needed for the playback of 4K HDR videos with surround sound audio formats. And that's its system and hardware information. Netflix comes pre-installed, but it's not the official version. You can also install Amazon Prime Video and Disney Plus, but you would have to sideload them as they are not available on the Google Play Store. They are also restricted to basic 480p quality due to the lack of DRM support. Speaking of which, this box only has Google Wideband Level 3 with no HDCP protection, which is insufficient to play premium movie services in HD or 4K quality. It comes pre-installed with a version of YouTube, but unfortunately it doesn't work. The good news is you can uninstall this version and install the Android TV version from the Aptoide or APK Pure App Store, and it works to play YouTube videos in 4K 2160p quality with HDR display. Please note, you will have to uninstall the Google Speech Services app to disable the annoying voice assistance feature. It comes with the official version of Miracast that can cast your Android mobile devices in HD quality using the official Miracast protocol. Here I'm casting my mobile phone, and the response time is quick and the display is in HD quality. I will now test its 4K HDR video playback capability using the VLC player with hardware acceleration set to full.
and only a win for Barca would be enough, because it would give them the same number of points as Atletico, but the head-to-head goal difference is what counts in the case of a tie on points. The mosaic of the Camp Nou and the
Most of the videos played okay and they triggered the HDR feature on my TV, but I did observe some stuttering during the jellyfish video and the soccer match video. This box also has AV1 video decoding, so I'll test that now, but this time I'm using the box's default video player as it has all the decoders for the AV1 format, whereas the VLC player does not. So the AV1 videos played really well and they triggered the HDR feature on my TV. Just remember to use the correct media player to play them. And now I test for surround sound audio formats.
This is Dolby Atmos, the world's first object-based cinematic audio. With powerful moving audio that transcends from channels.
Juries, executioners, judges.
Welcome to the inside of your head.
So from this test, I achieved the Dolby Atmos, Dolby Surround and a DTS. I did not get DTS-X, DTS HD Master Audio, THX or Dolby True HD. Let's now take a look at its gaming performance. Its gaming performance is average but good enough for some basic Android gaming. However, I recommend that you use a cooling fan during gaming. For those interested in customizing their launchers, you can install alternative launchers on this box. Here I'm using the ADW Launcher 2, and all major features are working, such as its long click menu pop-ups and drag and drop shortcuts. And to close things off, let's take a look at its performance benchmarks. It has a RAM copy speed of 3245 MB per second. Its internal storage has a read speed of 70 MB per second and a write speed of 26. Its CPU scored 609 single core and 1747 multi-core in the Geekbench 4 CPU benchmark. In its Wi-Fi and LAN speed test, the 5 GHz band achieved 100% of my network speed, the 2.4 GHz band achieved 40%, and the LAN port achieved 62%. These tests were performed on a network of 150 megabits per second. Its GPU scored 5143 in the iStorm Extreme test, 535 in the Slingshot test, and 343 in the iStorm Extreme test with Vulkan support. And in the Antutu benchmark test, it scored 73,317. All of these benchmark scores are average, and let's now see where it places on my rankings chart. So the scores are in, and the X98 Mini is at position 49 in reference to Antutu benchmark scores, which is a good spot to be for a budget TV box averaging around $30. You can view this chart on my blog where you can compare various benchmark scores, and I also provide price comparison links using these links right here. See the link in the description below this video. So in summary, at this price point, I can safely say that the X98 Mini is the best budget TV box to purchase. There is no other box below $40 that gives you Android 11, has root access, has AV1 decoding, and has great performance, not to mention its cool appearance. Yes, it has a few cons such as the no navigation bar and DRM support for premium movie services in HD and 4K, but these are nothing we are accustomed to with boxes running on the mobile version of Android. This is the first budget TV box at this price point that I feel safe to recommend to you if you are really on a tight budget. In my opinion, this box is a giveaway. And with that said, I've come to the end of this review. If you think the price is low for this box, you can get it for even lower using the 11/11 sales coupon from Refune in the description below. Thanks for watching. Give this TV box and its manufacturer the thumbs up for producing a true budget TV box. Thanks goes out to Refune for sending it for review. If you are new to this channel and enjoy the detailed reviews you see here, be sure to click the subscribe button and the notifications bell before leaving to keep in the loop as to when I release a new TV box video or decide to do a giveaway. Stay tuned and I'll be seeing you in the next one.